So y'all know what it is, man. It's cold and we ain't really doing a lot. So that's where we at. Got the Drewster with me today. You been watching the videos?
I do watch the videos.
Okay.
Catching up the other day a little bit.
So yesterday was Drew's birthday, y'all. Can't believe y'all didn't send him a package. Like, okay. Yeah.
I kept it on the low, man.
Yeah. I didn't know it either, y'all, so what can I say? I'm not sure what we're gonna do tomorrow or the next day. The lady that I had Bobcat work lined up with, she bailed out until after Christmas, after the New Year, you know. So I was kind of counting on that. I put the Bobcat in the shop just for that, you know. So when I got it out, I could go over there and do that job and get my money back that I spent fixing the Bobcat. Though it didn't cost that much to fix the Bobcat, it only cost like $350 or so. So that's a surprise for sure. You know, usually you can't get nothing done with these machines for that kind of money. But now the machine's ready to go. I don't know, and maybe some of you guys can tell me what's going on with it. So I got it back. Keep in mind, it's been colder than normal here. So I got it back from the mechanic. I loaded it on the trailer. I brought it home, and I just unloaded it off the trailer and you know put it where I always put it in my backyard. And then yesterday I was using it just a little bit around the house to move some stuff around, and the oil pressure light came on. I don't know if that has to do with the cold weather or what. It's got good oil in it, man. I just changed the oil, you know, less than 20 hours ago. So, you know, I don't really know. Maybe you guys, some of you guys that know more about it than I do, can tell me, you know, what it is as far as what it could be. And it ain't trying to run hot. It ain't making no noises. It ain't. I mean, it's running just like it always does. Always has. I did not notice it come on when I was at the mechanic shop and pulling it up on the trailer. That light, I don't know, man. Y'all tell me, man. I don't really know that much about it. I just know how to make money with it if I can keep it running. I had a little sod job that we was gonna do, but the sod people ain't cutting sod, so you know when it starts getting cold like this, man, a lot of people don't work. People in my line of work, they don't work, man. They don't do anything.
That's when people take their off time.
Yeah, they cut their losses and they say, okay, I'm just not gonna do anything, and then we'll do everything in one day. You know, so yeah. All right, y'all, so we got done with the first one. Drew's wrapping up the back. I pushed the front, he pushed the back, and so I'm yeah, I'm just not feeling it, man. I think I'm in a funk, y'all. I'm about to come out of this funk, man. Just haven't been feeling good, man. Not running a fever or nothing, but you know, I just don't feel, you know, I just don't feel that great. So, so I was watching Shane's video this morning about the credit card thing. I don't know who this is. Let's see if it's Bo. It's Ray.
What's up, Ray?
Bo, what's up?
I tried to call you about 7:30 this morning.
No, it was like 5 minutes to 8, but okay. Yeah, but I don't have no work up there in Noonan, dude.
Yeah.
I got to come up there and get you, then take you back, man. I ain't trying to do all that, dude.
No, I'm done. We gotta go.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to say, man. I'm working.
I just remember talking to you yesterday. You said stay there if you can stay. And
well, I mean, common sense. Oh, common sense would tell you to stay there if they're paying for a free night, man.
So I did.
Okay, well, good deal. I don't have any work today, though.
Oh, that's what you told me.
No, I didn't. I didn't tell you that. I don't know why you always. I've been telling you that I don't have a lot of work. I've been telling you Drew's got to get some time in too. You can't suck all the money, all the work up, and nobody else get no money but you.
Oh no, man. No,
I told you. It seemed like you always.
Hey man, I was just doing my part to want to work today, like
right. Do your part and get a phone so I can call you, and that would really help. Because see, I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know where you're gonna be. I don't know anything. You know, see, to work you I have to come way up there and pick you up. See, and I don't want to do that, man. You know. There's not enough work out here to justify that, and other people need to work besides just Bo. You know.
Yeah, I just remember I talked to you yesterday. You told me what you needed done in the yard with metal and Sharpsburg and all this, that, and the other.
Right, but you know, a lot of things have changed since then. And if you had a phone, I could call you and tell you those things. See, you don't have a phone, man. You need a phone, man, to really work for Ray. You know. You need
That's
a phone.
what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to earn me a phone. I
Well,
could go
I
over
don't
here
know.
and get me a Boost phone.
All right, well, why ain't you done
anywhere.
that, dude? Go on and take care of your phone thing and then holler at me.
All right, I'll talk to you. I'll call you in the morning.
Well, you need, I don't know why. You need a phone, dude, so I can call you. I'm not on your call, man. I'm not on call for Bob.
I'm saying, dude, you got work tomorrow.
I don't know. I can call you tonight and let you know.
I'll call you tonight.
Well, you see, you need a phone to work for Ray, okay? Let me know when you get a phone, okay?
Later, man.
Go later. What the hell, man? What's he? He wants to be. He trying to put Ray on call. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
I mean, that shit's stupid, man. Okay, y'all. So we just got home. Drew's out. We did good, man. Yeah, we did good. She's about 460 because I got one person owes me money too. So 460 is 1 o'clock. You know, it's winter time. About 3.5 hours. So, and I'm still thinking about the Drew and the salary and all that, y'all. I'm still trying to figure out a number. Ideally, man, I want to try to keep him busy at least until the new year. Thinking is a salary would be a temporary thing, just on weeks that we're not working, you know, or just on weeks where, you know, it doesn't make sense. You know, I want Drew to be able to pay his bills. That's what I care about. So, yeah. So I picked up another. I did pick up a Bobcat job for January. It's $2,500, and I did a video on it last year, tearing down a shed, and but the owner came to me today while we were over there and wants to do it in January. It's $2,500. It'll be a job that I'm not doing by the hour or by the day. It's a job that I'm going to do by the job. Kind of rolling the dice. And I did a video on it last year. Maybe I'll put a link up. So any of you guys that didn't see it, y'all can refer back to it. It's a demo job. So, you know, yeah. I love tearing stuff up, y'all. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. And now that I know that I'm going to be doing that $2,500 Bobcat job, now I know that, well, since I know I'm going to be doing that job, I'm going to go on and really hunker down and try to find a lift for myself. So I've been looking at them kind of sparingly, and, you know, hadn't really called nobody when they didn't have them at the auction. And when I found out the auction was you know, going to be, the 30K was going to be, you know, 8% financing or whatever, then I kind of backed away from that. Though I mean, you know, you never know. It's good to know that that money is there if I need it. And I got all the way till February to do anything with that money or not. And, you know, that goes back to what Shane DOT was talking about this morning. You know, credit card debt, it ain't good, man. It ain't good at all. And my rule of thumb for credit card debt is, well, I don't have any credit card debt. Now I have machines and stuff that I've got that you know, well, I got the Skag mower, but it's not on a credit card. That's a machine that earns money. So when I think of credit card debt, I think of, you know, of debt that ain't generating you no money. If I'm going to go in debt, it's going to be with something that's going to generate me some money. For instance, if I had a credit card and I put a mower on it to make money with, well, that makes more sense to me than putting a truck payment on it, or you know, well, or anything. I don't use well, I don't want to say I don't use them, because I do, but usually when I buy something big, it ain't on no credit card. It's usually 48 months, no interest, and it's a piece of equipment that's going to earn me money, or has the potential to earn me money. Now, I have bought equipment over the years where the money didn't come as I predicted. You know, it didn't come as fast as I thought it would. And I had to get out from under it, you know. But the thing about it is, when you buy equipment with a credit card, you got something tangible that you can either make money with, right? Or you can overcome the interest by making money with it. Or if it don't work out, you can sell it and you can get a big chunk of your money back. You know, I'm against using credit cards to pay household bills and stuff. I'm against that. You know, I've never done it. Now, I'm not saying that some people don't get in a bind to where, because I know people do. I've been in binds and all that too, you know, but I don't use credit cards to pay household bills. Now I do use I got one credit card that I use for gas, and I get points, and it's the only card I use for gas, for everything. And I like that because I don't have to keep up with all the fuel. The credit card keeps up with it for me. At the end of the year, I print off the statement, you know, the statements, and I take them to the accountant. Done. And that's a big deal in this game. Fuel is a big expense. So, and I gotta say, you know, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I gotta say that there was a time in my immature life that I wasn't good with money, and I wasn't good with credit cards and that kind of thing, where I ran credit cards up and then didn't have the means to pay them. And though over time I paid some, and some of them just went away, but it took a long time, 15 years, you know, give or take. I can remember in my early 20s, credit card. I got a credit card, and it had, I don't know, $1,000 limit on it or something, and I went right out and spent $1,000. And then I started getting the statements, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, I'm paying a whole lot of interest, you know. And to me, I think credit card companies tend to target, to a certain degree, the younger people, because the younger people will fall for the okie doke. You know, they see that money now. They're not mature enough. I wasn't mature enough to be able to deal with credit card and financial obligations and all that, and what all that included. And I had no idea how it would hamper my growth as a consumer. This is before I started my business. So when I started my business, I was so used to living on cash and what I made, that I did not have any credit cards when I first started my business. None. Well, I take that back, y'all. I did go to Home Depot and fill out a form, and they gave me $500 credit line, and I put $500 with it and bought a John Deere tractor mower. But again, I used the credit card to buy a machine, you know, to make money with, and which enabled me to pay it off, you know. But like Shane was saying this morning, credit card debt is pretty tricky. And if you don't watch out, you'll be paying an exorbitant amount of money. Now, I know Shane was talking about debt consolidation and all of that. I'm not a real big believer in that because I know everybody's got to make money. So by the mere fact that I'm going to hire somebody to, consolidate all my debt and they're going to pay it off and to me just pay them, well, that's another expense that I'm going to have to pay on top of the debt. Now, I might save that money in interest, true enough, but I've never been that bad off to where I even considered hiring a company to consolidate my debt. And I know Shane was talking about, $10,000 was his buddy's, his debt, and he's a lawn care guy. Well, I don't want to minimize that, because I don't know the financial situation of anybody. Put it this way. Being a lawn care guy like me and being and having a $10,000 debt is not justify me hiring a consolidation company. Now, if it was $40,000, well, then that'd be different. There's a lot of things that you can do to deal with a $10,000 credit card debt. But I've never been in debt $10,000 on credit cards. If I had a credit card debt that was $10,000, I got a piece of equipment just sitting there, that I use the credit card for. So you got to kind of watch what you spend your money on as far as what you charge. I charge gas because I know I'm going to pay it at the end of the month, and it's the price of doing business. You got to have fuel, and the credit card gives me points. And so, like Shane was talking about this morning, I get the points every year, and it's pretty substantial by the end of the year. I don't know exactly how much it was last year, but it was not chump change. It was significant. So, again, I'm not a big believer in consolidating debt, but I guess it makes sense if you're paying a crazy amount of interest, and that's the only way to get out from under that interest. But ain't nobody gonna loan you money and you not pay interest on it. Nobody. So you have to weigh the consolidation people's interest versus the amount of money that you owe versus the amount of money you can get to pay it off by having tangible assets that you can sell. If I had a $10,000 credit card in debt, $10,000 on a credit card and paying crazy interest, I'm fixing to sell something, but I don't put myself in that spot. It's not that I'm, smart or anything, though I'm pretty smart when it comes to my money. But I just don't put myself in a bad spot like that, man. It's just not smart, and it's not conducive to growing a business. And a lot of lawn care guys, that are in the lawn care game, they got $10,000 worth of debt. I mean, because the equipment, especially if you're, in 5 years or less, right now, the only debt that I have is the Skag mower, but I got 48 months no interest, and I got it set to automatic payment, the minimum payment to reach the amount of money owed in 46 months, and I actually have 48 months. So I don't even worry about it no more because I paid a chunk down in order to get that payment to where it can be, and it's cheap, y'all. It's, what is it? $180, $190 a month. It's not even $200, man, per month for a Skag lawnmower. So, yeah. And I owe money on this truck. I don't owe money on nothing else except for my house. All the trailers I got are paid for. The Bobcat's paid for. And I could have the money to pay this truck off and I wouldn't do it. I've just accepted the fact that I'm going to have a truck payment. So, you know, paying the truck off with cash would just, to me, and I might be wrong, to me, would just not be something that I want to do right now. Not when, you know, I owe, you know, $30,000 or whatever I owe on the damn truck. I'm not coming off $30,000 to pay the truck. I'll just keep making the payments and let them get their 3.5% interest, you know. But buying a truck or buying a piece of equipment is a whole lot different than using the credit cards to run your daily needs, such as power, gas. Well, not gas. I ain't talking about gas for the truck. I'm talking about your gas bill for your house, your water bill, your mortgage. You know, yeah, because pretty soon your $1,000 mortgage just became $1,500 if you put it on a credit card and you can't pay it. And I'm going to scrounge and do everything I can to pay my monthly minimum bills. And when I say monthly minimum bills, y'all, I'm talking about power bill, okay? I'm talking about mortgage payment, okay? And that includes mortgage insurance and all of that. I'm talking about the internet and the phone lines. I'm talking about cell phones. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying, you know, what I do not and will not and have never charged. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna never do it, but I'm saying that I haven't done it as of yet, and I'm 51. Because pretty soon what ends up happening with that is you turn around and you need a piece of equipment, and you can't buy the piece of equipment because you're maxed out on the credit cards on things that are not tangible, you know, that are not something that you can look at and say, I got this and I can make money with this, or I got this and I can sell it. You know, that's my thinking on all that. So that was a great video, Shane, you did. That was really insightful, and that's the video that a lot of guys in our spot, we don't talk about a lot, you know. But credit card debt is a slippery slope, and I learned my lesson back when I was 24. You know, I just do not do it. I'm not even. I mean, yeah. It took years for all that stuff to come off my credit report. Years, y'all. And they say 7 years. That's a lie, okay? Don't get it twisted. That is a lie. When somebody tells you that it's 7 years before you recover from credit card and debt stuff, that's a lie. It took about 15 years, man, for my credit to get back to the point where I could sign my name to something. You know, yeah. Even then, but by the time that happened, I was so used to living on cash that I you know, I didn't need it. I didn't need the credit cards. I might have needed credit on some things, but not a credit card. There's a big difference, man. You know, a lot of us go in debt to start our business. And I venture to say most businesses, whether it be this business or opening a restaurant or whatever, that you're gonna run into, you're gonna go in debt. You know, yeah, you're gonna go into debt some. I did, but I did it with I didn't have to get credit. I didn't have to get credit in the beginning of my business. I tried to get some credit from Echo, and Echo denied me. I was I was about 36. They denied me, and still did give me credit. It wasn't no $10,000 or nothing. It was $3,000, and of course I had to buy steel equipment with it. You couldn't buy anything else with it, and that's what I've been saying this whole video. Don't try not to use a credit card to pay your mortgage payment. If you're that bad off, then unless you done got sick, or you have some crazy thing that happened where you had to pay a chunk of money or whatever, but if you can't pay that off at the end of the month, you're in trouble anyway, and it ain't no sense in perpetuating that, because that's what happens. It ends up perpetuating into this snowball, and it'll run right over you, and then you can't get nothing. You can't do nothing. You can't sign your name for anything. When I started my business, y'all, no lie, I couldn't even sign for a freaking cell phone. I had to give them a deposit. Yeah, that was bad. Back in about 2005 or so. But after I can't remember exactly when, but by the mere fact that I lived on cash for so long, I did have people helping me. My in-laws helped me. My father-in-law loaned me 10 grand twice, to help me get equipment and stuff, with no interest. That's a big deal. That's a big burden. And if I couldn't pay him back, he wasn't going to take my house, or he wasn't going to, sue me or nothing. Now, of course, he wasn't going to loan me no more money either. So, by the mere fact that I got $10,000 from him twice, tells you that I paid the first $10,000 back in satisfactory. Now, the first time I borrowed money from him, it took me a long time to pay it back. But the second time I borrowed money from him, I just willed myself to paying him back. And that was all there was to it. It's just about having the self-discipline to do what you're supposed to do with your money. So, just because somebody gives you a $10,000 or $15,000 credit card, don't mean nothing. It don't change nothing for me, because I know they're gonna want to get paid. It's the same as I want to get paid out here doing this, cutting these yards. So, but yeah, that's all I got, y'all. It's Ray, and it's Sammy Time Wednesday. Peace out.